Okay, welcome to our whatever January video update. It's been a while since we have done this, so you'll notice that some things are a little further along and they're a little loud right now than they have been. So it's 3:30 in the afternoon and our apprentices have just come in and we're working on boats and all that. So I'm going to walk you around and show you what's doing. And we'll start here with the Irish seine boat. So we've got garboards on right now. These went on today, and they were super green, meaning they were fresh cut right off the tree. There was a lot of water content in them, which made it easier for them to steam and was necessary for being able to steam that twist into it. But what we're facing is a problem here of unequal drying and or I guess unequal moisture. So we painted the inside before it went on, and we're seeing this one start to cup. We don't want to fasten it in a cupped way. So what we're going to do was a little trick we learned with building a whaleboat, which is we're going to take some sawdust, we'll put it on top of the plank, we'll wet it down, and what will happen is the outside of the plank will swell, and it'll take the cup out long enough for us to fasten it down, and then it should all be fine. So part of being a boat builder is it's nice to learn some of these tricks from some of these special projects that you can adapt to other projects. So this is one such thing. Watch yourself there. We'll go look at Williams project. So this is coming in fits and starts. And this is a Mohawk skiff for the Mohawk Mountain House. This particular one here is being built by William Tomowski, one of our apprentices. And he just turned 16. And he's doing a hell of a job. And these top three planks on both sides were not on, I would say, about a month ago. So he worked a lot over Christmas break. He's been here a lot of the weekends. This is a slow time of year for him, so he'll be here Saturday doing it again. But he's doing a great job for, well, he's doing a great job for anybody, but especially for 16-year-olds. Coming over here, this is another Mohawk skiff that we're rebuilding. Largely rebuilding, and you can see a new plank here. It's got a new bottom, and we've got the new shear planks ready to go on. The trouble is, or not the trouble, the wait time is that we make the shear plank, and because they get varnished, we put the varnish on them when they're on the flat, and then get 3 coats of varnish, you can get a nice sand on it, you get nice coats on it, and then you can put it on the boat. So now we're waiting for the varnish to dry and for those to get
Yeah, as soon as you pick it up, it'll stay. Then you go here, and then it gets cut right there, and then I can't get any further, so it doesn't go off also.
So this, 12 and a half. Try to put some glasses on, especially when the camera's on here. 12 and a half being worked on by apprentices and Ruby. And these guys they've got a combing ready over there. They steam vent another one. And so this is I would say the most complicated part of this project is what they're doing now, trying to get these matching up to here. It's a lot of bending, it's a lot of curves, it's just a lot of complication.
Old Peyton? Yeah. Peyton cold, anyway.
Here's another Mohawk. We're full up with them right now. This guy here just needs a couple more coats of varnish and some touch-up paint before it goes back. But with all of these boats, we're going to get them all ready, all done, and bring them back at once. These are the shear planks here for the other Mohawk on the other bed there. So like I said, these have a couple of coats of varnish on them. By Monday, Tuesday next week, they should be ready to go in. This boat belongs to a neighbor down the street. it is here for a new bottom. So we do this quite a bit with these older boats. The bottoms get a little soft, a little punky, and they, this one's got a centerboard. They tend to leak. This one in particular is a traditionally built boat. So what we'll end up doing is cutting this whole bottom right off, and we'll make in this case we'll make a plywood bottom with this fiberglass on the inside, and we'll stick it right down to the frames and the garboard, and then we'll take this paint off and we'll glass over the whole thing and make it completely and totally watertight forever and ever and ever. And then our new project just arrived the other day. And that is, for some of you who are familiar with the shallop that we rebuilt for Plymouth Plantation, this here is a mini shallop, I guess we could call it. It's the ship's boat from the Mayflower. And it's here for probably some garboards, maybe a couple of the lower planks, in fact, some floor timbers, some of that lower framing. And it's sort of the same problem that we saw with the shallop itself, likely caused by rainwater getting in. If you look at the shape of this boat, it's really flat in the floors. So the boat comes down and is really flat across the keel. The problem, makes for a very stable boat, but the problem with that is you can't ever get all the water out. And so you get freshwater rain that'll sit in there, and the best of bilge pumps is still gonna leave a ½ inch of water. And so you end up with fresh water always in the lower part of the boat, and it rots out the floor timbers. It even rots out the planks from the inside, not the outside. When the boat's sitting in salt water, the salt water is actually a preservative. So that's the same issues here. And it just needs a little TLC. So we'll be working on this with our apprentices there inside and some other youth and professional boat builders to make it whole again. So I think that's it for now. There's a class this weekend and boat building class coming up in a couple of weeks. So keep an eye on the website for those things. And thanks for watching.